That's when Will Chamberlain was busting y'all ass. Y'all could do shit with Will. That boy was going crazy.
That was a problem. That was when we know we fucked up.
Yeah, dunking on all the milkmen.
Yeah, we fucked up there. We kind of looked at each other like, hockey.
Right. Let's take our talents to another sport.
Let's find the coldest motherfucking sport we can.
Right.
Episode 94 of the Rat
Pickleball.
Cave Podcast. We are approaching episode 100.
Dun, 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 dun.
We got a good collection of topics here. Normally we start with the other shit and then we get to new music, but I want to kind of start with new music. I want to start with new music. The big release this week before we'll get to the surprise drop that I called, but the surprise drop before we get to that, Don Tolliver dropped. That was a big release. It made a lot of waves. How did everybody feel about the Don Tolliver drop?
I mean, I'll get it started. I thought it was pretty solid. Honestly, I don't know if it was his all-time best. I do like it better than the last project because I think the last project was highly uneven. This one did feel like your basic Dom drop, so I think it was good. Like I said, I wouldn't put it in the Hall of Fame. I don't think it's going to be any end of the year list or anything
Not
shit
Rap
like
Game
that.
Hall of Fame?
I mean, it's no T-Pain, obviously, but
It was fun.
You missed that episode. We elected the Rap Cave Hall of Fame, and Jalen just goes T-Pain.
I wasn't mad
First
at it.
ballot.
Hey, I was about to say T-Pain.
I wasn't mad at
First
it.
ballot.
he shut down Nas. Some
But everybody's on the board.
He shut down Nas?
he shut down Nas to put in
So
T-Pain.
KG, think about it this way.
Trust me, the internet has had the same reaction to
Everybody's
that.
on
I
the board.
promise.
No.
So think about you're building a Hall of Fame from scratch, and you got only 10 people you can put in. 10 people / groups.
Nas got one of the best rap albums ever to exist on planet Earth.
Yeah.
You got to put him in there.
And then Jalen was like, "Where are the slaps?"
Where are the slaps?
He said Nas don't got no bangers.
My
King's
favorite
disease
part
sucks.
about that is we were talking about the people who were
He'll be here in a
unanimous.
minute.
So
Yeah.
like Pac wasn't unanimous, and
Right.
and then Bryce goes. So I'm pretty sure we all agree that Nas is another unanimous pick, and then Jalen just goes, "Fuck Nas."
Damn. What did Nas do to you? Cuz?
Jalen goes.
We
he
all,
said-
everybody was
Nas'
like,
ass.
"Whoa."
Yeah, what Nas here do to you?
He's gonna come in here. I guarantee he's gonna come in here disrespecting Nas, and then he's gonna give his rap takes. But before that, let's focus on the Don Tolliver project, because I thought this was cool. I enjoyed the vibes. I thought it was I thought it has some good bangers that'll stay in my rotation more than the last couple of Don Tolliver projects. And just like listen to the album front to back, like it fit, man. It was great production. I thought the features were cool. I thought they did their thing. Like Travis Scott popping in on it was nice. You knew that was gonna come because Don Tolliver, obviously, but
Label?
exactly. So like you knew it was coming, but like it wasn't one of those records that they just did because you're on my label. It worked. It worked for me as opposed to some of their other records that they've done. So I thought this was a good project, man. Like I know that Don Tolliver has an audience, and so the question I want to get to, and everybody can kind of give they can kind of dovetail this with their thoughts on the album, but like, what is Don Tolliver to you in terms of the rap landscape? Like, is he an all-star? Is he like a high-end starter? Like, what is Don Tolliver to you? Because I remember years ago when he bust on the scene, everybody was like, "This dude is crazy. This is different. This is special." And now we're at a point, where my opinion is that good, not great, solid, dependable, but I want to see where the rest of the panel is at, and maybe they feel different than me when it comes to this.
I mean, if I had to say in terms of where we're looking at him, whether he would be, all-star or superstar or starter, I mean, to me, he's a solid 6 man. That's where I see him. Like, he's gonna produce for you. He can come off the bench and he's gonna give you an album every so often. He's never gonna be your leading scorer. He's not your top 5 favorite rappers. He's good though. Like, when you hear him, you're gonna enjoy his music. You're gonna find the hits on the album that you like, and that's just where I see it. I'm not expecting too much from a project.
Zay, where you at with it?
Uh-oh.
Here comes trouble.
Damn.
The way I see it with Don
Omar
Tolliver,
coming.
bro,
Omar coming.
I can see him. Is he over?
I just heard a door crack. But go ahead.
With Don Tolliver, man, I you know what's crazy about Don Tolliver is I didn't like him at first. It was cool because I used to like Travis Scott a lot. I used to listen to Travis Scott heavy.
Yeah.
And then once I started hearing Don a little bit more, I'm like, okay, he cool. They kind of got the same vibe and whatnot. Then once Don started putting out more stuff, I started looking back, listening to his catalog before, and I was like, you know what, this dude he's something else. Yeah. And he's starting to get to the point now where Travis Scott was at, Don Tolliver is on his way to pass him up.
And really? Pass up Travis?
I think he's gonna pass up Travis.
Yeesh, hot take.
But I'm just saying, like I think on his neck, because this one right here, his album was straight. Like I ain't gonna hold you, it was straight. But I didn't really think anything on there was better than Tiramisu, and he already put out Tiramisu before.
Yeah.
So like I would at least, I wish he had a few songs that was hard. I ain't gonna lie, but they just wasn't as big in my opinion. What up, my boy?
Birthday boy in the building.
Oh,
shout out, happy birthday.
Birthday week.
But
you wasn't supposed to make it past 25, Kanye said, so shit, you doing the damn thing.
But to wrap it up, I just don't think on this album nothing was that much better than Tiramisu. I think in order for him to really be like, okay, I'm way better than Travis, his next project, whenever that come out after this one, it's gotta be a banger.
Okay, so if you're putting that standard on him, because that's where I question is like if you're putting that standard on him of Travis, like
yeah, that's tough.
Like I don't think he's even matched. Okay, whatever you put as Travis's lowest album, a lot of people would say Birds in a Trap, whatever. I don't think he's even reached close to that. Like where are you at in terms of what Don has done? Like to kind of give you that confidence that he can usurp or pass Travis.
Does he have a classic album? I don't even think he has a classic album at this point.
I don't think so.
And I'm a Don fan.
Hey, dude.
Don Tolliver?
Hell of a Life was on there. Was a classic.
Classic? That's a bold assumption.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't call that a classic.
It was a good song. It was a good song.
Okay, hold on, because let me look at.
No, I know there's a whole project called A Hell of a, but
I'm talking about
the song.
One,
the song is a very good song.
But the project is not.
The project is not, and even that song in and of itself, I wouldn't give the classic stamp.
And that's kind of where I'm at.
And that's a highlight.
And that's kind of where I'm at with Don. Like I've been a Don fan for a while. I
haven't
heard.
Heaven and Hell is what I was talking about.
Yeah. And I haven't heard the new project, but just going off of what he is before, I think he's a high-end starter that's capable of being an all-star. Yep. But the thing is, like, what do you go to Don Tolliver for? Like, I love his bangers. He does do some songs with depth that you can kind of get into, but I don't exactly know what your go-to is for Don Tolliver. Like, is it the party shit? You know, is it the mainstream records? Is it the bangers?
It's like a blend of like R&B and bangers. Like
exactly.
I
was thinking about this earlier when I was listening to the song. Like his vibe is just. It's very like, you know, I'm not out here trying to be like, you know, like ghetto or nothing like that, or trying to shoot nobody up. I'm just out here trying to flex, you know, get some monies, you know, chill with the ladies or whatever. You don't have a good time. That's about it. That's his whole vibe. That's why it really fits. That's why this nigga is with Cali Uchis, bro.
No, that's true. But that don't make him better than
Travis.
Shout out Cali Uchis. I always say that he's kind of like glue guy. He to me reminds me of, we're talking about the Pistons right now. He's our Tobias Harris. He may have. Listen, but wait, hold up,
No offense to him.
Well, hold up, let me finish.
But damn, Don Tolliver is up.
But because here's the deal.
Ron Holland is up.
He's already 36.
Damn.
But what I'm saying is, he's a guy who's gonna be in your starting lineup, like you guys said.
Right.
He's never gonna be your go-to. He's never gonna be your main. But one night he gonna pop off for like 40. You're gonna be like, oh damn. Yeah. And there's gonna be 1 or 2 years where he's either like almost all-star or at least up in the rankings. But he might finish with 1. Honestly, Don Tolliver's not a guy who I think can carry an album by himself.
No, I agree.
He's gonna need some features. He's gonna need some heavy lifting.
I thought he did a good job with this album.
He did a great job, but also, again, it's not like he's not going platinum with no features. Let's be honest.
No,
So
he's
Yeah.
not, but that's the most overrated that's the most overrated statement ever. Like,
But I'm saying-
you went platinum with no features. Oh, great, yeah, that's cool. Or I could have went platinum had I had features. Well, guess what? You had the access to do features, so
that's the
fucking
thing.
use it. Like,
Even if he
I
drops an
hate
EP
that J. Cole narrative of double platinum, no features. It's like,
I get it, but still, at the same time,
all right,
He does-
fucking do.
Dom Tolliver does not have 7 to 9 songs in a row that can carry himself to a full project.
No, I agree.
That
I
we
agree.
can listen to
I'm
without
just
him,
saying.
anybody else on there. Like, he
Yeah.
gonna need somebody else. And again, even with J. Cole talking about that, and we go back to that, I'm not even counting people who just like, okay, you're gonna come in and bring someone for a hook or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
Dom gonna need another rapper to come into his project
I agree.
to make it interesting enough for you to listen from front to back.
I agree, because it's like with Dom, it's a vibe, and not that you need the most lyrical rapper. Like, I'm not asking for Talib Kweli on a Don Tolliver album,
yeah.
but
Talib Kweli.
but what
Black
but
Star,
what
like.
but what gi- well yeah but what given versatility is just that is just features. I think that's what's kind of holding Don back. So that's why to me, like, he's like he's a starter, man. Like, I think he's one of those people that you're looking at that maybe they were drafted off of buzz, like top 5, top 10 pick in the draft, and you're like, okay, there's some superstar upside, but like the Travis thing to me is nuts because it's like he hasn't done anything to show me that he's even doing days before rodeo, let alone rodeo,
Right.
let alone birds in the trap. So like to me, I feel like Don Tolliver, not to put him down, but at the same time, I'm looking at Don Tolliver as somebody that's and it's a good thing to be a starter. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you make good music that when it pops out, I enjoy it. But I think the idea of all-star or like superstar or whatever, I mean, at what point is your ceiling your ceiling? Like, at what point are you just at your ceiling? And I think Don Tolliver, while this project is better than his last couple, in my opinion, I don't think that this guy has a superstar ceiling anymore. I don't
No,
think this
not
guy
at
has
this
an
point.
all-star ceiling.
Yeah.
He would have had that by
Don
now.
Tolliver like
He
that
would have had that
restaurant.
moment by now.
Don Tolliver like that restaurant you go to where you know what the food is. It's not no matter who's the chef behind the kitchen or in the kitchen. It's not gonna vary widely. It's just gonna be something you know what you're getting. Yeah. It's chicken fingers. It's like, all right, I got it.
Yeah, it's affordable. It's not an expensive night out. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, chicken fingers a little disrespectful. I would go Coney. He more like Coney on the late night. You know,
What
feel
Cody
me?
got on the menu? Chicken fingers.
Right.
Thank you
No,
very
that's
much,
true.
all right?
That is true. But
Just to give my quick 2 cents is
Yeah.
like, I'm like, as far as Don Tolliver goes, I really feel like, I mean, I don't. The album was fine, right? But I didn't get anything from this that I don't think Travis Scott can do better. So it's like there would not be Don Tolliver and this style that he does would not exist if it wasn't for Travis, and he kind of just feels like a clone. In a sense, he brings something a little different to the table. He's got a little bit of he's got a better voice. He makes it's different, but the one thing I do like is when Travis can surprise me and actually rap his ass off, and Don Tolliver doesn't have like that additional factor either. So you know, and not that that's necessary all the time, but like again, when it comes like hearing the production on this, I felt like I was listening to Utopia again. The production's good, it's fine. I don't dislike it necessarily, but I don't think it's necessarily special either. Like, you know,
he don't got no classic albums, bro.
Yeah, well,
I don't think he
Don
do.
Tolliver
I'm
and
not
Travis
even
Scott.
like being
Very
a hater.
cold.
I'm a
That's
Don-
I don't
I'm a
think he
Don
do.
fan,
cold
but he
shower
don't-
take.
Yeah,
It's like he does not even like close. Like,
Fork Fountain
Yeah.
Kitchen.
He's like 10 football fields behind Travis Scott.
yeah, not even.
Like, the last album was cool. It was cool. It was a good listen, but like, I think he can't do anything else like different. Like,
No.
we get a good hook, we get a good sample.
We've heard it all.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah, he's already
and it's
even
cool.
given into
It's
the
cool.
flip sample
But
game.
it's cool
Yeah.
though. It's fine.
It worked for him.
It worked for him, but like to say he's like even close to Travis Scott. I ain't saying Travis Scott is the best now because like he kind of fell off. But he's not like even like wiping his shoes, like respectfully.
Yeah. And that's why I'm saying, like, now, that's why I'm saying, like, I see Don Tolliver being able to get to him just because Travis has just fallen so low, bro. And it's almost sad to see, but, I think it's just more of like Don Tolliver just staying stagnant while Travis is going down.
No, I think Don Tolliver has a unique sound, but his sound is saturated, bro. Like the market is flooded with a Don Tolliver type of artist, bro, and I think that works against.
But that's what I mean. So then, does that make it unique anymore? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of diminishes what was unique about him at first. And not saying that, it wasn't even when it began. Like the way he goes about shit, I guess maybe. But again, it doesn't feel even that unique apart from what Travis Scott was already doing. Mm-hmm. I mean, even just that vocal effect that he uses on every goddamn song is like, that's Travis's like MO. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't think there's really, it doesn't feel original to me, really.
You got better albums too. Travis Scott got like more classics.
You guys may talk shit about this comparison, but to me, when I think of Don Tolliver, a lot of times I think of more R&B than rap, but Blast. And I was more excited about the Blast drop this week with Terrace Martin than I was about any song on the Don Tolliver album, which I said was a good album. Like it's solid. Do I think I'm going to be playing a bunch of songs from that come summer? Probably not. There may be one or two I go back to, like that stay on the playlist. But again, Blast, more R&B, I get that. It's not the same lane 100%, but he still had a much better song to me that came out this week that was better than that entire album.
Yeah, I like that song. I don't know if I fully agree with that because there were I wanna emphasize that there were some songs off this Don Tolliver album that I really fucked with that I think will be in my rotation for at least a couple weeks, if not.
And not to put you on the spot, but what songs were you looking at if you have them, if you know them?
So let me pull them up because I make a playlist that that I have to like kind of add all of them shit so I can keep track of all that. Let me see. So I really liked Body. I liked Rosary. I liked Rosary a lot. Mm-hmm. I liked let me see. I liked Pleasures of Mine. The second to last song. Those are three that I know off rip that I liked. But it was it was a very enjoyable project. Like
it was a good listen.
Like as somebody that listens to multiple albums every week, I enjoy difference. I enjoy variety. I enjoy albums that kind of give me a unique experience. And Don Tolliver, while that ceiling may be limited, it is a unique experience. Like the pacing, the way he throws in beat changes, the journey that the production takes you on. Like that's all really dope artistry to me. So that's why I appreciate it for what it is. But
I will give you this. I do not think that there's someone who's going to try to bite his flow or his style and try to do it better. I think that he's very much in his own unique lane. I just don't think that he's able to branch past that.
I agree. I think that's a perfect way of putting it.
I would say there. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, if you had a Don Tolliver point, I was going to transition.
Well, I was actually going to transition for you too.
Okay. Yeah, because
I was going to say there are no surprises. Yeah. Unlike other things that happen.
Speaking of moving on to the next topic.
Yeah. Speaking of moving on to the next topic, before we get there though, I do want to just throw out to the room. It's okay. It's okay if I like to give credit to every artist that dropped this week. Mm-hmm. Did anybody listen to either of the projects from Dababy or Jordan Ward?
I listened to Jordan Ward.
I did listen to Jordan Ward.
Okay.
I actually want to hear.
Does anybody got any strong takeaways?
I would say I want to hear what you guys got to think about Dababy because I listened to as much as I could. I'll put it like that.
Yeah. Bro, that shit was cold, bro. I ain't doing that shit, bro. We not gonna do that shit, man. I ain't gonna act like I'm a big Dababy fan, but like
I'm not either.
He be rapping, bro.
He do.
People be trying to like.
No,
he can rap his ass off.
Like I get some of his views I don't agree with, and that's him. But like as a rapper, like the project was cool. His last EP that he had with the one guy, that Franklin dude, it was cool. Mm-hmm. I mean, it ain't like COVID baby.
No,
like, but
so
it's cool. I mean, he be rapping like shit. It's cool.
I think what made Dababy, I've been a Dababy fan, but I've been critical of the last couple projects, because the last couple projects were him rapping over the same beats, the same style, the same way.
Yeah.
This shit was a drastic difference. Like this production, I have never heard DaBaby over. And yeah, there are some DaBaby ass flows on here, but there is some variety, there is some flavor to it. I thought this was a very good album. I thought there was definitely some filler. Like, I think if you took it down to like my 8 or 10 favorites, I think this was a very good album. Like, I think this was a very strong album.
23 songs, holy shit.
Yeah. What I heard, this would have made a great EP if he just picked his best parts. I know what he's trying to do because he's trying to get his foothold back.
He should have never touched that Flashing Lights beats. That shit was garbage.
Yeah, it wasn't the best.
That shit wasn't the best.
If you gonna sample Flashing Lights, you gotta go on there.
I kind of heard like a snippet of it. I didn't listen to this album.
That shit was terrible. But everything, I won't say everything else aside.
There was another skip
because there was like there was a couple.
That's the problem.
But
it was like good song, skippable. Good song.
No, I'd say there was about how many songs? It was like 20.
Yeah, the peanut butter jelly track. I'm good, bro. I'm good.
There's no song called Peanut Butter Jelly that could ever be like, yo, this is my shit.
Yeah, what are we doing?
That whole just trying to like make a make a meme type music. I'm good on. That's what that record was.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm good on that. But there was like 8 solid records on here, like really solid. Like,
and I do appreciate him.
I think it's a little more than that. Fucking production, yeah, it might even be more than that.
No, I felt like, and I only got like 75% of the way through this project, but for somebody that's been listening to DaBaby for a minute, I thought this was one of his more complete projects.
100%.
And not to say like he ain't never got introspective before, but I just felt like it was a perfect balance between, okay, you giving me signature Baby records, with a lot of the bangers on there. You are getting
always an ass shaking record.
Always, bro. But that's his bag.
Every single time it was a deep cut, and then it was followed by like, I'm a horny motherfucker. I'm gonna fuck this shit.
Right. No, but that's his bag, and that's what works for him. But you gave
100%.
us a little more than just standard. Like, I feel like with Kirk and some of his past projects, he kept going back to that 2021 well.
Right.
And it worked for a while. Don't get me wrong. Like, he had a run. But the fact that you were able to kind of expand your sound a little bit, I was really impressed, like, with this album, bro. And listen, Pop That Thing got me in a fucking chokehold, bro.
Oh,
like,
Pop That Thing
man,
is
what
fucking
you
fire.
know how the KGB got like sleeper agents and you say a word and when I hear that intro, they pop that, I just activate, bro. But
Don Julio Lemonade too was fire.
Yeah, man. Like I'm telling you, there's a good good stretch of this album where there's no skips, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. I would rank this up there with one of his better projects.
I agree.
I don't know if it's his best, but it's definitely up there. I would say
agree.
like maybe
100%.
top 2 or 3.
For what it's supposed to be, I think the best part of it is the fact that he finally understood, like you said, he's never going to recapture the hype that he had back in the day. Right. There are going to be some fans who, like, you look at where it placed on Spotify's new releases. Like, you had to scroll to listen to it. Apple, I'm pretty sure, is probably the same thing, unless it was just feeding you exactly what you know. Like, the actual, like, this is our new releases, you had to scroll to see it. There are going to be fans that are never going to go back to them, and I understand that. I get it. But as a way to kind of win back people like us who are like, yo, we're going to give it a shot musically, you got to do something different, and this is the way for him to do that. Let me show you I got range. Let me show you I can do some things. Let me show you that my pen game has gotten stronger after all the shit I've gone through. Like I said, I haven't been able to get through all of it yet because it's a lot. It's a lot of music that came out, and unfortunately I had one of my busy work days, but I do want to listen to it and see all the way through. I just know that for me, I know that there were highs, and I know I heard some definite lows that I'm like, yo, if you would have just made this an EP, picked your, like you said, your 8, maybe your 10 best songs,
well, you
put
also,
that out.
I mean, it was 23 tracks, so he could have. I mean, you could have cut it. You could have
bro?
cut it down by a lot and still made it
but
an album. 23 tracks at 58 minutes too. It's a lot of short records on here.
Yeah. That's not bad. Yeah, no, it wasn't a bad runtime. It was just the fact that, like, again, like, that's why it's not a bad album experience, because it's like, even if you don't like this song is over in 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
And one thing too, I think it'll age better than it is right now because again, this is Friday, so we've
You'll
literally
phase out the bad.
we've
record.
literally only had what 20 some odd hours to hear all the music that came out today. I think this is one that people are going to actually be able to get into and kind of pick out a little bit more after the fact.
And I think he just got back to the music, bro. He stopped letting kind of the outside distractions get to him, and he just really put out a good body of work. And you know everything he went through with the ticket sale fiasco, and you know the thing with the trans people and stuff like that. Like it was, he had to get some of that smut off his name, and I think that's why people kind of turned their back on him. But
about that.
but no,
I didn't.
the ability
it was so random.
but the ability has always been there. But I felt like he got. You're right.
He wasn't mature.
It wasn't even that. It was like he said something about being gay in the parking lot or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
something
he was on
crazy.
stage.
He's like, you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot.
I ain't sucking dick in the parking lot and getting HIV and like it's something
Like that applies to like a large majority of people. Like,
Right. But I feel like you said he
as if
matured.
that narrowed the crowd.
He did mature though, cause like even in Miami when the Meg shit was happening, he brought out Tory right after her set. Like I was there. And he came
Yeah, I
out
remember
right
that,
after.
yeah.
It's just like, you know, he not beating up people in Walmart no more. Like he's
Beating up, you mean
age.
kill? He murdered that man.
Beat people up at Walmart no
It's
more.
just
he whooped that man ass to death.
he's always been a good rapper though. Always been good.
No,
It's
yeah, the
just
ability
like,
always been there.
It's the off the field activities, if that makes sense. to me.
Yeah,
like,
That's
for
why
sure.
I always say too.
You know?
I love it when an artist after some shit just take a moment, take a breath. You ain't got to respond to everything right away. Let life happen.
We're gonna talk about people responding to the things that happen. We're gonna talk about that. But before we get to that, Jordan Ward.
Yes.
Jordan Ward drop. This is the one that I didn't get to because I was tied up in
didn't get a
meetings.
chance to get to it?
Yeah, no, I'm excited to because I'm probably one of the biggest Jordan Ward guys in this room here. Like I think he's a dope, bright R&B prospect. I think he's
This
dope,
project had some moments of experiment, which I thought were interesting. I wasn't expecting. Honestly, I thought it was a good project.
Smoke Partner was hard.
I thought it was a good project. I think if you were looking for specific old Jordan Ward, you're gonna get it in spurts, obviously, because that's who he is. But you aren't gonna get it like all the way.
That's fine. I don't want.
But
that.
I like the experimentation. I thought it was a good time to try to branch out and expand the fan base.
He's a young kid, so I think that he's one of those artists where I want you to try shit. If it don't stick, whatever.
And not everything that was experimental off that album worked, but I would say as a kind of the blanket statement of it, I thought it was pretty good.
Does it raise or lower or keep your ceiling of him the same?
It raises his profile to me. I think he can expand his fan base off this because he has so much. Like I said, there's so many times where I'm like, I didn't expect to hear you on this type of track, but okay. And you may not. There's a couple of them I can say like they hit my like specific thing before I even listen to the full project. And I'm just like, I don't know if I love this, but then as I was laying into the song, I'm like, actually, no, I vibe with this. Like it really expanded my thought process. It raised his ceiling to me because I think that now I can see more of like, I can see how you could fit in to like a festival crowd where you would not necessarily be able to do that.
Have festival music.
Yeah, before I can see now where you would have like a couple of songs in a set where you could play some of these things that people would get hyped to, and then you can kind of use that to draw them into your other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I pretty much I agree with most of that. It was a very maybe somber is not the right word. Very light on its feet as far as like mood goes. It wasn't very like dark or depressing. It was a very emotional album, but like remember Bryce, we were talking about like the type of R&B I like versus singing in the rain. This is like more along the lines of like what I like. Like you have some moments of some more faster paced stuff a little bit, and it's not so everything fucking sucks, even though shit does suck, but it don't sound like it. You know what I mean? So it's like I agree that I think it raised the bar for me.
I wasn't expecting like so many like I want to say like house or techno beats, but like so much more like this is like the R&B or hip house or something like
right.
Hip
house is a good. I've never heard that term somehow.
Yeah, it's like he brought a lot more hip house type of stuff into it. I'm like, okay, I can see now where you're not like you said. It's not depressing. It's not the voice is always there, but now you're trying to like branch out into like, let me try some newer stuff. Let me try to change the narrative of what everyone thinks.
Yeah, it was a very interesting album, and I just, after looking into him today, you know, what I have said about him before is that he is very reminiscent of like a Smino and his production choices and stuff like that. And he has a track with Smino on there. Then I looked into it. He's also from St. Louis, so it makes sense. So Smino, I'm sure like him and Smino have a little bit of a
Smino's a dog.
That's I mean, Smino's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Smino is
That's
a
a cool-
very
that's a cool
Smino is
Bro, I know.
that's a cool
he is
Smino is rap
no,
cave approved.
Smino.
That's a cool dude.
Everything Smino do is just the smoothest shit in the world, bro.
And
I
you know
swear to
what?
God.
Real quick, that was the track that at first I'm like, I don't know if I love this or not, but as the track kept going, I'm like, actually, I'm vibing with this.
Yeah.
Bro,
Let's go, kiddo.
He just exude that coolness though.
Platte know my affinity. Platte know I've been yapping about Smino for fucking 8 years now. I love Smino.
Smino is so funny.
Cool nigga.
Because when I first discovered Smino, I was like, his whole art was like, yeah, bro, like I'm just cool as fuck, and I just get all the bitches. I don't know, I just do it. And then I was like, well, why you gotta say it? Like, you know, like, because that's always a red flag. Like when somebody talks their shit overly, you know what I mean? You're always like, kind of like, are you really just like overcompensating here? Like, is this corny? And then I kind of got to see who Smino is and how he presents stuff.
I didn't like him at first though.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, no, yeah, this dude's a dog. Like he's cool.
A girl was like, let's go on a date. It was like freshman year of college, and she was like, I'm gonna play some Smino, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? I'm playing band gang and shit in the car.
Right, I ain't trying to hear that. Like,
That's good date music.
Trying to make love.
She sent me about like 15 songs or whatever, and I'm like, he cool.
Yeah, no, he's dope.
Everybody got put on the Smino by a female, bro.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That is a fact. Holy shit, that's
everybody got put on.
I didn't my homeboy.
You didn't just start listening to Smino. You heard him from a female.
I could say that he is the first person that brought Smino to my attention. It was him and one other guy, shout out Will Gill, West Coast.
And I discovered him from MJ. So yeah, mine was a homeboy, but yeah.
But I will say what sold me on it was a particular starlight woman. Long time ago. Doesn't matter. All in the past.
Damn, flex on us, why don't you?
It's kind of cold outside, right?
It's like 3 degrees.
Chilly in here too.
I got my take on.
She don't make it this far in the episode. I'm good.
Damn.
At this point, she turns me off. She'd have heard enough of my voice.
Damn.
She heard enough of my voice.
You hear my voice? It turn you up.
Hey, you in here yelling at the TV all day.
For real. I was pissed. She saw a first segment of our show the other day, and we were talking about marriage. And Easy's like, "Don't get married," and I said, "Bet." And then she hit me with a text, and she said, "What?"
Oh, bet. Yeah, you gotta being a broadcaster. You gotta be careful.
I was like,
that
was a sound drop, baby. I don't know where that
was a sound drop. We was mic testing.
I don't care about
Easy frame me.
this AI shit is going too far.
Right.
Moving on.
But no, back to Jordan Ward though. Yeah, I'm excited to hear it. I think that Jordan Ward is an interesting R&B prospect, so I'm excited to give that a spin and see kind of where that goes, because man, like R&B music for summertime, like it's a summertime music or no?
I'd say it's
spring music. It's spring.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not winter.
It's not for right now.
Good. After the fucking winter we've had this last 2 fucking weeks.
It may not be warm outside, but it's sunshine music to say the least. There ain't snow on the ground.
All right, that's all I need.
It's that stuff with the windows still up, but the sun's still out, so you got your sunglasses on.
Yeah, you got your heat on, but you might have to turn it off a couple of times while you're driving because it gets a little too hot in the car.
Okay, then let's get to the other new music drop. The big new music drop.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I thought you gave your.
No, I mean I was trying to
Oh,
do
my
it for
bad,
like
my
the
bad,
past
my bad.
5 minutes.
He said, actually.
I was like,
Y'all motherfuckers keep talking.
bro, fuck. Can I have my goddamn turn?
The South got something to say.
They got something to say.
No, but
Real quick, by the way.
I hate you so
And
much.
another thing.
No, it was cool, man.
It was cool, man. Right. And that's the response. It was cool, man. That was it. Right.
Y'all basically said it. Y'all basically.
Yeah, y'all can take it away. We can move on. It's cucumber water, nigga. It was refreshing.
It's cucumber water.
Cucumber water.
What?
That's what I mean. At least
cucumber water.
Spring,
It's a
sunshine
refreshing
music.
album.
All right, it's just silly.
It's good for you.
Before we
This
move
shit
on,
healthy.
it's just
It's the shell.
That shit's it's a green juice.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
It's not toxic.
it's his ceiling.
No
below-
GMOs.
It's his ceiling
This shit will
below.
clean you out right here.
Is his ceiling below or above Travis Scott?
Why you doing it like that?
Now above.
Yeah, okay. Above.
Right. Just to be petty now.
no, but man.
Surprise.
No, I think he's a dope. I think he's dope. Was this your first spin of him or no?
No, I heard him before.
Okay, yeah. What was it? Backwards or forward? What was the one before this?
It was
This one's called
Forward.
Backward.
Oh yeah. So I think the one before was forward. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you forced us all to listen to it when it came out.
Probably, bro.
I don't know when it came out.
I heard that shit and I was like, yo, when I get excited about a release, like I spam the group chat. Like today, I spammed the group chat about the. Well, I didn't spam it, but I did put the Terrence Martin drop in there.
So y'all gonna listen? Y'all gonna listen to this Ace Hood?
Right. Ace Hood. Ace Hood.
First of all,
Yeah, here he go.
Chill on Ace Hood, bro.
why? He chilled himself. Nigga ain't released anything in 20 years.
Hold him back, bro. He's still signed to We the Best, bro. Like, what do you expect?
What is it? What is it with Ace Hood?
What you talking about that? Woke up in a new Toyota Camry?
What the fuck Ace Hood got?
What the fuck Ace Hood care about? What the fuck we care about Ace Hood at a time like this? Motherfuckers getting shot in Minnesota. Ace Hood over there in Miami, no one care.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
If
he
anything,
woke up in a new Toyota.
If Ice could take out one motherfucker, it would be Ace Hood.
Whoa.
Hey, man.
God damn.
Somebody go
What
check
Ace
on
Hood
Ace
do to
Hood,
you,
bro.
cuz?
Far
God
too
damn.
political.
Somebody
Far too
go
political.
check on Ace Hood.
It's not Ace Hood fault, bro.
What the
He ain't
fuck?
he ain't
This
in
is
a
a
360.
you
He in a
just sent
1080
Ice
deal,
Ice.
This
bro.
is a
Like,
diverse
We
panel.
on the
Yeah,
Rap
like-
Cade podcast do not support Ice
Yeah.
in any way, shape, or form.
right,
we
right. The
also
views
don't
and
sup-
opinions.
We
Except
don't
against
support,
Ace Hood.
we don't support Ice, but we also
Damn,
don't support
bro.
Ace Hood either. Yeah.
Chill on Ace, man.
As many different other online videos have shown, we have one white dude in the middle of a bunch of black dudes. So we understand the demographics of the show.
Ace Hood.
Put me in
Yeah,
a group.
right, bro. I done heard Ace Hood go on some shit,
Y'all,
bro.
I
Like,
Ace Hood.
I like Ace Hood.
yeah, that Ace Hood slander is nuts, bro.
Ace Hood
Like,
got
Ace
some,
Hood versus
he got
who?
some bangers,
Ace Hood
dog.
had a
Bro.
good, semester of school run.
A good semester of school.
That motherfucker had one test he passed. That motherfucker sit down when he pee.
Oh, damn.
Bro, I ain't gonna. He
No,
gonna find you. He gonna find you, man.
That motherfucker.
He ain't got shit to do right now. He gonna come
Damn.
find you.
Not the Tyree line. Like,
He ain't got shit.
Wait, listen. You know you right. He ain't got shit to do. You know he got a Google ass alert on his name.
He might have more free time than you. He don't do shit no more, man.
Listen, when he get done walking up here, because you know he ain't got a flight fare, then I'll see him.
This guy talking cash shit like he's not in my home.
yeah, right.
Like he's not in my home.
Crazy,
I would get
bro.
fucking swatted. I would get fucking swatted.
Ace Hood kind of strong, too, bro. I don't know.
Ace-
Yeah, bro. He got
bodybuilding and shit. I don't know.
The only SWAT you gonna get is some little beat or some fucking gnats and shit coming by.
Oh, no,
He's
bro.
he's somewhere with Trinidad James trying to figure out what the next move is.
Right.
Oh, I know. Hey, look.
Of course you know that.
No,
you
actually-
you say Al Green got some new shit too, don't you? Yeah, that was you too. Wasn't
Hey,
it?
chill on.
No, I looked at that shit was a fact too. I looked it up.
He was.
He won line.
Hey, yo, Al Green got more recent new music than Ace Hood. I'll rest my case.
Bro, he caught in a 1080 deal, bro.
Trinidad
I
James
don't
does
know
too.
what you
Al,
expect.
Al,
1080.
He ain't in a 360, in a 1080, bro. Like, signing the We the Best, bro. Like, come on, dog. What'd you expect? Like, Leave him alone, dog.
It's not. It's not.
Not his fault, bro.
Yeah.
DJ Khaled talking about 360s, another one.
Right. He in a spiral. That's what he is. Like,
DJ Khaled can't do it.
Slinky. Yeah.
To be fair, for Khaled, 360 is a weight goal. So
Oh yeah.
Damn, we fat shaming. We getting it all here today.
We ain't fat shaming.
God damn, we
That's how you get canceled. Hell
right.
no.
Like,
Hell no.
damn, this was.
That's where we drove on.
Damn, bro.
I support.
God damn.
I support all weights.
I support all ways.
Skinny, big, small, tall,
Right, bro.
anorexic.
As somebody that's 230 pounds, I take offense to that.
Don't cancel me.
Like, what the
I got a
hell?
nonprofit.
listen, I'm glad you support all weights.
I get back to the community.
I'm glad you support all weights. If Khaled come around, I hope you got extra supports. That's all I'm gonna say.
I need them state grants. Don't cancel me.
God,
Bryce is a menace, dog.
that's crazy.
I
bro.
should never get.
I've never heard so much Ace Hood slander in one
They
establishment.
all from Miami
Bro,
too. He don't like nobody from Florida, bro.
It was so crazy too, cause one day, then we'll get back to actual what we're talking about.
Right.
But this was crazy because one day this article came out in Double XL and Ace Hood, and this was like, I kid you not, this was like 6-7 months ago. Like, this was very recent. And Ace Hood was like, you know, one of the proudest things I can say about my life is that I didn't cheat on my woman. And then Bryce comes
You're not
in.
helping you, bro.
Bryce comes in and goes, "Who the fuck knows who you are?"
Next level hate, bro. God damn.
No, that DJ Khaled comment was the craziest.
Yeah, bro.
Maybe that was the problem, bro. Maybe DJ Khaled is the issue.
He been the issue.
No, he is
dog.
the issue for sure.
Yeah,
been
because
the
he's still
issue,
somewhere
bro.
lost on that
It all
goddamn
stems
jet
from
ski.
him. It's all DJ.
He not the issue. He the novel.
Yeah, it's all. You like to cancel.
Ace Hood, don't be mad at us. Be mad at Khaled.
Fuck the Ace Hood shit. The fat shaming shit gonna get us up out of here. Fuck the Ace Hood shit. That actually matter. Ace Hood don't matter.
Right. Right.
That's my point.
Ace Hood don't matter, bro.
Dog, you can talk about black people any kind of way, but we draw the line at weight, though. Like,
We don't do the weight.
it's
Bryce, anybody else you want to take down before we continue this podcast?
right.
Any
And another
community you
thing.
wanna diminish real quick?
Yeah, any other groups you want to attack before we get this podcast?
10-page paper of why he hates Ace Hood.
Y'all gonna be real mad with Dave Chappelle in the next episode.
Ace Hood.
They
I'm
should probably
sick.
episode would be lit.
Dave Chappelle and Dababy.
All right, that gets complicated.
Right.
That gets complicated. But J. Cole dropped on his birthday.
What a weird transition.
All right.
Jermaine.
Jermaine Cole.
Speaking of fat shaming, Jermaine Cole.
All right.
Jermaine Cole dropped on his birthday a birthday blizzard pack, as he is calling it. 4 records going over classic beats.
Yep, shout out DJ
He
Clue.
ain't cheat on his
Shout
wife
out
either.
DJ Clue. Well,
Right. He ain't cheating.
I think he had about at least 87 songs about how I don't cheat no more.
Right.
I did, and I was a bird, but I'm not anymore.
Oh man.
I think he even had a bar. He even had a
I'm
bar
trying
on
to
this
save
new
him,
chick.
okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
man.
even had a bar on this chick.
him. He don't want to be saved.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. I mean, you lined it up for him. And the lob to LeBron. You're right.
No, but man, wait. So we've all heard the records. So at this point, kind of, what is your thought on these records as we now are less than a week away from the fall off dropping?
I think it's the same for me from like last time I talked about it. I'm excited about the project. Like, I mean, I don't get
Does it
into
change anything?
No, I mean, it's Cole. He's just rapping. I don't the beef shit. I don't even think about the beef when I listen to the music no more. I mean, it's a little glimpse, but like I'm not focused on that. I feel like he's still the best rapper out of the 3. That's just my opinion. Like bar for bar, he can say you know, certain lyrics, like, you know, they may not hit to certain people, but to me, I don't fall into the Twitter and social media shit. I just don't.
Yeah.
Like, he's still the best out of 3. Might be top 3 the last 15 years. I think he's just rapping now. I don't think it's no ego, no animosity. A couple of shots in there and whatnot, I think, towards Drake and Kendrick probably. You know, it's a couple in there. But overall, like, I think this is not even like a 10% of what the whole rollout's going to be for real. I think it's going to go all the way past to the summertime. Yeah. So it was a cool EP or whatever you want to call it. It was cool for me. Yeah. But, I mean, he's just rapping. Like, I still think he's the best bar for bar the group, the three guys. So, like, to me, I like music. I don't give a fuck about all that Twitter shit. And, oh, he's not the best rapper. He can't say he's the greatest. He can't say he's, you know, whatever.
Don't know the matter.
I don't care about that shit, bro. Yeah. He's just rapping, bro.
So he had some tough talk bars in there. You didn't care? Because
like,
I know we talked about that last
hip hop.
We all gonna let J. Cole live, bro.
Given he did apologize, I think was kind of whack because I don't never say sorry to shit. But
that's a you thing.
Right.
I go to therapy, but
it's not working. But
in rap though, it's like you can't do that. But then again, it's like
you also can't sue in rap.
Yeah, that's it. That's more sucker shit if you ask me.
It is sucker shit. We're not gonna talk about Aubrey. We gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, we gonna leave him out of this.
Because they both lied. Kendrick said some shit too that wasn't true.
No, for sure, but he didn't sue.
Yeah, but that's a little too far.
That daughter is real.
Drake did take a little bit too far, and I'll give y'all that.
Yeah.
But like to me, I don't know. He could say he's the greatest rapper out the group or the 3 or the last 10 rappers of the century. I don't give a fuck. The shit's sweet. Like he's still cold. He's still cold to me.
So that's what I was saying last week.
No,
that's not true.
That's not what you said last week. You said he couldn't say that shit no more.
I said he could. I said he could because I contextualized it.
No, AP, he didn't.
Yes, I did.
You asked us if we do, and you have been the biggest proponent of you don't want to hear J. Cole tough talk.
I cut a clip that said he can because I understand what that tough talk is. It's sweet. It
whatever. Was a clip before that though.
I was gonna say there was some stuff in the clip that was missing. I will admit that.
Cause I was like the first one to say like I think he can still say it. Cause like, I mean Twitter bots and Instagram bots like they gonna say they not gonna fuck with that shit. But like when the streams pop out and the music pop out, like who cares?
No, that's what I said. I think the whole last week discussion, not that we're not gonna rehab that discussion again, but like the whole discussion was that I think he can tough talk because I've contextualized what it is just I'm looking at it as just rapping ability. How are you rhyming? How are you technically performing? Great, cool. I also know at the same time shit is sweet if somebody throws your name because people want to give him this. People want to be like, oh, you know, he didn't want to fuck with Drake and Kendrick because he's friends with them. And it's like, well, okay. Freddie Gibbs is taking shots at you.
See,
fucking like a whole bunch of other Joey Badass, like a whole bunch of other rappers that, okay, I get it, they're not on the level of Drake and Kendrick, but at the same time, Kanye, like at the same time, you've had a bunch of rappers say a bunch of sweet shit about you, talk dirty shit about you, and you don't say absolutely nothing.
Yeah, but I'm Cole. I'm not responding to Freddie or. Go ahead.
Think about this though, right? I'm not gonna talk with someone. If I take pictures, right? I do photography, right? I'm not gonna let someone who can't edit a picture tell me how to do my job. J. Cole has one of the best catalogs ever, right?
Right.
I don't care if it's Freddie Gibbs, Marlon Gibbs, Amir Gibbs. I'm gonna fuck who it is. I'm not gonna respond. I'm not gonna respond to that shit. Like,
yeah, bro.
Because then if they do, let's be honest here. If Cole wanted to 1v20 all of those motherfuckers, bro, he'd go 20-0. The only person that he might lose to.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Let's
like,
just say
you're
if
right,
Ace Hood comes out and starts
right,
trying
if Ace Hood come back.
You're right in theory, but Jalen, where that theory falls short is that at some point, if you are gonna sit there and you are gonna be like, you are below my class, and then people that are above your class or at your class make that move and you don't jump, then like at that point, look, I would have respected Cole more if he would have popped shit on these smaller rappers, these Joey Badasses. Hell, Joey Badass for right or for wrong, popped out on a bunch of rappers that were smaller than him.
It's not
Talk
the
Okay,
same.
okay,
That ain't
but no,
gangsta,
that's
though.
not
It's
the
not
same
the
because
same.
no.
That ain't gangsta.
Because then
Hold on.
how does that look if he fucking backs out with Kendrick and shit, but he attacks Joey Badass?
Yeah, like, come on,
then
bro.
that's
That's not the same.
That's kicking a nigga while he down.
Yeah.
No. So it depends. It depends on how it happened. So like it depends on how it happened. Because if he really wants to go about it, and he's been going about it, he released a long ass letter on his website about how this whole album became a double album because of the battle, because he got so inspired.
He got inspired.
But
Kendrick and Drake
the issue
can fuck
issue
with
with that
only Kendrick and Drake are the only ones to me that can say shit about him backing out, and it actually like may matter.
I hear you on that,
Anybody
yeah.
else outside of those two people?
Okay,
can't say shit.
I'm good.
They weren't invited to the party.
I'm good.
Right.
I'm good with that. But the reason why I said I would look at Cole a little differently is because the whole thing that he is selling on this beef is because he didn't want to do it because those are his friends.
I don't know if that was the reason.
Those are his. That's what he. Bro, Port Antonio was a love letter to Drake.
I hear you, but
He sat there and he said that he got on the stage and he said you love Kendrick Lamar, as do I. Like he made it very clear his affinity for those two versus these other guys. I get it. It's below your class, but to me, how I would interpret it is that I would have respected him more as if he punched back on these quote unquote these lower level punches, because at the end of the day, what he is selling us is that the only reason I didn't get in this beef is because these are my friends. Not because.
But how do you not see the low-hanging fruit of him doing it on that?
But it looks worse that he didn't even do that.
No, I think it looks much better because they're below him
Exactly.
anyway.
I just see. To me, I disagree.
But dropping a diss track against Ace Hood, I'm going to say Ace Hood didn't need the diss track. Nobody gives a fuck.
If we're talking about these records that he put out these records this week, and it's all about yeah. If you wanna be mentioned in the algorithm, you got to do two things. You got to dick ride or you got to hate, bro. J. Cole dropped For Your Eyes Only, but what did he do before that? He came out and he dissed a whole bunch of people. He dissed Wale. He dissed Kanye. He dissed Lil Uzi.
All right, pause.
Like he's been.
Look who you just named.
He's been doing that.
Look who you just named compared to Joey Badass and Freddie Gibbs.
yeah.
Look who you just named compared to them, right? Uzi has been at the top of the game for the last probably 10 years, respectfully.
Yeah.
In his
around
in
10.
In his lane, not the big three lane, right? Kanye
No, I
West
agree.
is arguably the
Yeah.
greatest.
And
rapper
also,
ever.
because you're talking about false prophets here, right?
False prophets and everybody dies.
But so here's the thing about the Wale portion of
He
it.
disses Lil Pump. Bro, that's the only person you got smoked for?
Well, no, okay, because
Why do you want everyone to fight?
I don't want
Make love,
I don't
not
want
war.
I don't
No.
want
It's
I don't
almost
want everybody
Black
to fight.
History
I'm
Month.
just calling the hypocrisy about J. Cole. And I think
it is.
J.
It's
Cole,
about to be Black
Lil Pump
History.
is the Lil Pump thing was.
You see a
different,
little
though.
too much of
I
black
think
on black
J.
crime.
Cole, I think J. Cole put himself in a bad corner because he is in a lot of people's, and this is why
Well,
I love him. This is why everybody loves him.
I've been saying
he
this
is a
for so
people's
long. He
champion,
loved the black
right?
on black
Yeah.
He is a
bro.
people's
But-
champion. But at the same very much time, he has moved very hypocritical. And
So,
I think that now people are finally calling out on him.
I was gonna say, and
For sure.
I disagree with the thing on the false prophets real quick, and because here's the deal. First off, he's not getting smoked with Wale. He's basically trying to be Wale therapist. He's like, yo, you way too concerned with the critics. He's not saying anything bad about Wale in the song. He talking about Lil Pump. He's basically using Lil Pump because that was the most recent as a narrative on the entirety of that genre of music that was coming up at the time. He's not just talking about, it's not about Lil Pump, it's about everybody. He's just, Lil Pump was the most recent, so it became him, and that's
That's what I was
the
saying,
answer.
and that was different. It was more about the direction of
It's the direction
hip-hop.
of hip hop, which for someone who has such a deep understanding and love for everything that relates to hip hop, the sport of it, the culture, the fucking technicality of writing, all that. This was his response. Kanye is his response, which is also delves deeper into this idea of the fall off, which is even you can see in the trailer and everything, where he says, we idolize these motherfuckers. That is what we do. He's like, I idolize Kanye, a motherfucker who could produce his beats and then rap on his own beats. That's what I wanted to be. And I realize that is not the thing that I need to aspire to. I need to aspire to be the best version of me. That's what this whole project's about. This whole project's about not saying like I'm going to write myself off or anything like that. He's just saying, I know that the only person I want to compete against is me. Every day, and that's the letter that he put in his, it was a couple of paragraphs, but when he posted on his website, it gives me all the vibes of my goal right now is he's talking about his first song he wrote, and he said it felt like God had opened the gates of heaven for a couple of minutes. He's not thinking about anybody else around him. He's thinking about how can I obsess about what I'm doing and make myself better. And the problem and the fall off in general for rappers and entertainers and everybody is when you try to compare yourself to someone across the street and down, that did this and X, Y, and Z. You aren't doing this for you. You're doing this to try to appease a random fan base. He's doing this, and this album is meant to be for him. And he does talk about, like you said, that he got re-inspired in 2024, because I think what we're going to see in that disc too is not so much about, let me talk about Drake or Kendrick. Let me talk about the state of the way we consume music, especially hip-hop, in today's aura.
Preaching. And like I get your point, Antonio point, and like overall I get that he gave the reason, okay, I have a relationship with these people, and I'm not doubting that at all. But at the same time, he backed out of this beef because it was not his beef to begin with. The shit with Drake and Kendrick goes back a lot of ways, and the real hip hop heads know that beef been boiling for a very, very long time. That ain't have shit to do with J. Cole. And the problem I have with like the internet and all the mainstream media now, if we gonna uphold these old hip hop ideals, let's do it across the board. Don't just do it when it's convenient for you.
Convenient for you.
Yeah, and that shit weak, bro. Like
you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Exactly. I think it was the most mature shit ever. And yes, as a Cole fan at the time, you was kind of mad because you do want to see that. He pop all this shit on these songs. You do want to see him actually take his lyrical ability and really go at these people. But at the same time, it's like, bro, that don't diminish like the type of artist that he is. That don't diminish the type of skill that he has. And I'm glad that he dropped this 4-pack because he's showing you like, yeah, I'm going to talk about some of this shit, bro. He had some jabs on the 4-pack as well. Like, I don't know why people expect him to not talk about the beef, bro. He's telling it from his perspective, and I think he deserves to tell his perspective because it's a different perspective. We done heard Drake's side, we done heard Kendrick's side, but let's hear the side of somebody that didn't get involved. Why did you take the high road?
The Switzerland.
No, I think we will hear that. Like my whole retort to that is that I heard "Let Go My Hand," like, and that compared to every action that J. Cole has taken makes perfect sense. And if you don't know, listen to that song and then watch the actions that J. Cole has taken, and that makes perfect fucking sense. That makes perfect fucking sense for what J. Cole is. And again, J. Cole is one of my favorite artists, so I'm not discrediting him. But what I'm saying at the same time is that's why I'm allowing him this ability to talk tough, because I know what this is 100%. Like, I know this is just rapping to you. This is a sport. This is the art. This is the craft that you have sat there and you have perfected, and that's cool. But I think at some point we gotta be fair, and we gotta hold the mirror up and look at the hypocrisy. And then judge him for that. It doesn't mean that
if we gonna do that, we gotta take a fine-tooth comb through hip hop then.
And I also
that's what hip hop is. It's a lot of hypocrisy.
I will also say, as far as to call it hypocrisy, he's also acknowledging the fact that he was wrong to try to do. He's fully. If there's one thing J. Cole is, it's self-aware.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I don't really think hypocrisy is necessarily the right word to use there. I wouldn't really call it hypocritical.
The only thing
not that in particular, because that moment, like you said, he was like, honest about his opinions on it when he addressed that on stage. But it's hypocritical in the sense that you come out with these raps on this Birthday Blizzard pack that talks about the only way. I don't care about fame. I don't care about relevance. I don't care about this. I don't ever want my name mentioned. I'm just doing this rap for the love. Those are what he's saying in records. Mm-hmm. And then he is criticizing people for playing into the algorithm by using names for clicks, for comments, whatever. But every single fucking rollout we've ever gotten from J. Cole has involved a name. Every single fucking rollout has involved a name.
Oh, same with Kanye, but I mean, like,
that's the same with everybody.
Literally everybody.
And here's my thing too.
Okay, but the difference is where is Kanye going in those lyrics? That where is he walking that back? Where is he looking at that as different?
And here's
also
my biggest thing about J. Cole.
And also Kanye is different than Cole. I look at
different.
Kanye in a different class because Kanye's a fucking producer that doesn't even write his fucking raps.
Yeah, but
so that's different.
You know
that's different than Cole, a pen artist.
The biggest thing for me that Cole did, the biggest.
I'm just saying. I'm saying as far as what.
Okay, what's the example? What's the example of Kanye of Kanye doing that and then handling it the way that J. Cole
here's my problem with J. Cole and all of this. I actually do not care that he backed out of the beef. In real talk,
at all.
I don't care. My issue with Cole has always been, if you gonna drop the track, keep the track online. Or even if you say, you know what, I fucked up, I was wrong. It takes a mature motherfucker, and I know we were joking earlier, but like you said, it takes a mature motherfucker to say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I wish that 7-minute drill was still on streaming service.
Right.
You got to keep it out.
That's
By
the only
retracting
way
it, that's the part to me that he messed up.
I agree with that.
You can retract through statement and through a follow-up song.
Right. Yes.
But keep it
you
out
can
there.
You can
and
keep
stand
it on wax.
I'll give you that.
Because here's the biggest. Here's one of my favorite examples. One of my favorite songs, which I know is not a Family Man song, Jay-Z dropped Big Pimpin'. And how many times have we heard Jay-Z say, honestly, that's the song I regret the most because I have a daughter now, I got a family now, but it's still a snapshot into his mind at that time. And it's not like it's been pulled from anything. And I know it's different, but it's kind of the similar idea.
Tyler, the Creator's early career and how he has to address that constantly.
Yeah, I think that the worst thing that J. Cole did in this whole thing was not the fact that he dropped 7-minute drill, is the fact that he decided to remove it. If he would have said, yo, it's Kendrick Lamar, bitch, I'm in the club. You can admit that it's ass, but you got to be able to say, yo, but it's still out there and it still exists. Right now, I'm excited for this next project from J. Cole. I'm excited for the fall off because I do think it's going to wrap up and be the culmination of everything that he's been slowly trying to say through his songs that may get misconstrued. I think this is going to be his time to kind of wrap up what he wants to do in his idea of his ideal career would be in the bow and say, yo, this is everything that I wanted you guys to take away from it. And again, I'm going back to the thing that he put out on his website where he's like, hey, I'm dropping the double album because I got inspired, but I also wanted to have the second album cover be a picture of me because when I look back in 10 years, I want to see the person that I am at that time. Right now in society, it's the big thing of let's look back at 2016. And I know we've all done it. Look back at those pictures, look back at what we were doing. It's interesting to have that time capsule that we're thankful enough right now in this day and age to look back and say, man, look at these pictures from me in 2016. Look at what I was listening to. Look at my playlist. Look at all this stuff. It serves as a time capsule, and it only shows us right now when we're looking for 2016 versus 2026. The biggest thing you probably take away from it, whether you want to admit it or not, is how much your life has changed and how much you've grown. This is his moment to show his growth from that moment he took that Polaroid when he was 15, making that his first song, to now.
And if he's on his way out, I'm on the full standpoint of like, let the man live. He's trying to he's speaking his piece and getting the fuck. Look, Quentin Tarantino's about to make his last film. I expect to see feet.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like, yeah, it's
Big
like
fact.
that's what
And
it
blood,
is.
a lot
It's
of
just
it.
like, you
Yep.
know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. I'm just let that man live. He's on his
Yeah.
way out anyway.
But y'all didn't take from the 4-pack that maybe he might stick around a little longer. I ain't saying he's
he's
gonna do
gonna-
another
he
10
will, in
years,
a
but
way.
I don't think to fall off his
He
last
just
shit.
gotta
though.
have features, bro.
I think he'll just be a feature artist.
I want him to have them on the tape on the albums. I don't want to hear Cole for 2 albums straight.
If
this is last one, please get featured.
I'd like to see Revenge of the Dreamers
gonna have
again
features.
or
Oh, yeah,
whatever, or
most
something
definitely.
like that down the
Yeah,
line.
you
Like
will.
whatever.
So
If he does a solo album if he does end up doing another solo album, it's not going to be like Logic where he came back out after a year and is like, oh,
Man.
my bad, never mind.
Right,
But
man.
it'll be like 10 years. It'll be like Jay-Z.
We
Yeah,
gonna see
exactly.
drop
Yeah.
mixtapes and playlists, not full albums.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I can see that.
what do you guys have? We're now this is our last episode before this project drops. So does anybody have any final predictions? And it could be features. That could be just kind of predictions of anything when it comes to this record of what's gonna happen. Because there was a rumor that apparently Drake and Kendrick were on this, and then 2024 happened. And now that's not gonna be a thing.
So now the album sucks.
100%. It's so.
Right.
There was also a rumor that it was like that the concept of the fall off was him getting a bunch of artists that quote unquote fell off. So it was Fetty Wap. It was a
Let's
whole
not
bunch
do
of other
that.
things.
Right.
Yeah, that's a
Fetty Wap
terrible-
just got out, man. Come
I
on, dog.
appreciate the sentiment. That's a terrible
I thought that
idea.
was I thought that was a terrible way to go out.
No, that's
Just
a terrible
let me give
idea.
a bunch of features to wash people.
Yeah,
Hey,
I don't think
outlaws.
I don't.
Hey, Trinidad James, come on.
Right.
Are they all dead?
No, not all of them.
They're at least outlaws.
Majority.
3 of the 4 are still alive.
No, I think I
Sadly?
think majority.
Oh,
You said sadly, that's
they could have
crazy.
went with Pac. But anyway,
They
here
could have went with.
Hey, look.
They could
All
have
right,
went with Pac.
I think General.
Y'all didn't hear that. That shit is wild. They could have went with Pac. Is wild.
I don't think J. Cole had that many like friends though, like that'd be features. Like, am I tripping though?
You can't have a double disc with no features.
But who do you?
Yeah.
But like, I don't off the top of my head.
J.
Like,
Cole
J-
can.
yeah, these are for
JID.
sure.
okay,
Like,
I don't want to hear him on that shit.
He will be. He'll be on it.
I don't want to hear him on that shit.
I
know you-
hear
I know
it.
you-
He isn't gonna be on there.
I mean, he can,
What
but
at me for?
you like JID.
I
Yeah,
do,
me
but I
too.
don't want to
J.
hear him and
Cole,
Cole.
I think Cole should have some type of. I need some shockers.
Ari Lennox
Dream
should
Field's
be
cool.
on
Dream
there.
Field's cool.
Okay,
Here's what I
these
think.
will not be on the album,
That's
Jalen.
Birdie. That's not me.
No, Jay. You know what I think? Honestly,
I'm not that delusional.
again, trying to read between the lines, which again,
Playboy
we all
Cardi.
trying to do. What I think is going to happen is the first disc, because he's been working on it so long, will not have any features. The second disc, because I think one of the things he took away from 2024, we're all talking about the beef, is I think one thing he took away is camaraderie versus rivalry in hip hop. I think the second disc will have features, the first one will not.
Summer Walker would be on there.
Summer Walker would
vice
be a
versa.
great feature.
Yeah.
That
Vice
would be a
versa,
great
either
choice.
way. One of those, because J. Cole needs to. He wants to give his closing statement, and that's what.
I think
Yeah.
it's all him.
It's gonna be a straight, and that's what this opens up that floodgate of the he gets it. You get the best of both worlds. You get the feature heavy part, and you get the double platinum no features.
I think
you know
we're
what
getting.
I mean?
I think we're getting a single Monday or Tuesday right before the album that's going to be like the one that he's pushing. I think he's going to drop that shit, and I do think I think that there will be bars throughout the album. I don't think it will be like the main overarching theme, but like 2024, what I got from that letter is it will be mentioned. It will be kind of like it will be kind of dissected. Because like Port Antonio is one record that kind of addresses it directly, but it felt like it addressed one side, and it didn't address another side. And then this 4-pack, it referenced it in I think 2 or 3 of the 4 records.
Yes.
So like slick bars, but I think that what he's gonna do and what I would do if I'm J. Cole is I would just the world is tuning into your album, right? The fall off. Like even people that aren't necessarily the biggest J. Cole fans are going to be buzzed and they want to listen to what this is gonna be. I think that if you're J. Cole, if you're smart, you get your first record, the intro record, you're just you put that shit out there. You put that shit out there, you address that shit. You get that shit there, and then you get to the banger right after. And then you kind of let that shit dissipate, and then maybe you address in some pockets after that. But the main record that you're gonna address that beef should be the intro of the album.
And one thing I would say about that, I would agree with you, because if you listen to Disc 2, Track 2, the one that we know is going to be on the album that we heard, that is way more introspective. Yeah. I think I said it the wrong way the first time, and I apologize for that. I think that one disc, like I said, is going to be the original Fall Off that he meant to make, and one's going to be the one with features and everything. Disc 1's going to have it because that's when you address it. Disc 2, you notice that Disc 2, Track 2 doesn't really touch on that, which tells me that disc is going to have all of the other shit that we want to hear from the original Fall Off. J. Cole by himself, summarizing his place in the game, his thoughts on hip-hop history, and his kind of final sort of his Kobe last night.
Can he have a song bigger than No Role Models, or no? Is that just too big of a shadow on this album?
I think the problem is that song is so commercial. I do think he's gonna have a commercial hit. Yeah. I just don't know if he's gonna have a commercial hit that goes.
Honestly, if we in context of the big three, I don't think any of them ever have a bigger song than a song that they've already had.
True, at this point in their career.
Between God's Plan, Not Like Us, and whatever, No Role Models, or whatever it may be, whichever one you want to consider to be the biggest or whatever the numbers say, I think you're going to have commercially successful songs, but I think they'd be silly at this point to try and be actually like gunning for topping one of those songs, because there's a reason that it was a moment in time for those songs. That's why they were what they were.
And what's interesting is that J. Cole tends to drop his music videos, which is one way that an artist will show that this is a single, way after his albums have been out. So he's not normally trying to put, like, if you're going to do it, you got to drop the album and a music video for the one that you think is it pretty much right away.
But it's great. But J. Cole at the same time, like, I mean, I don't think that numbers are a concern at this point. He clearly is in it for the love of the game and in every context of it. And also, like, I mean, I don't see, like, J. Cole, look, Disc 2, Track 2 is not a song that a lot of people would drop as a single. But J. Cole and Drake and Kendrick, they can process it however the fuck they want to.
Real shit,
right? Yeah, the off season had the interlude as the lead.
Yeah,
like so it's like they can operate however they want. I don't think he's concerned necessarily in that respect. He didn't even give us the actual track title. He gave us Disc 2, Track 2. That's all we have. It's gonna have a name.
I don't know what the fuck I would predict that, because it's just straight rap. It doesn't even have a hook.
Chart. I think they'll be scattered.
Yeah.
It'll be like maybe like a 6 on the Billboard, 10, 24, 48. It'll be shit like that. I don't think he's gonna have like a.
You don't think he'll have a number one?
It'll be how it used to be. If whenever albums drop, they just kind of scattered around.
I'd be hard pressed to find him going super pop in any of this, because I mean, J. Cole has the history of that, but again, because this is such a statement album of his walk. And also that is very rarely, if ever, really been done of an artist flat out saying, "This is my last album and take it as my last album." And I think he's approaching it with that in mind.
I think he will have a top 5 record.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, I agree, and I would hope so. But I don't think it's going to be.
I think he will have one that just fucking goes.
But we're not necessarily getting like. We're not getting necessarily like pop J. Cole.
No,
of course not.
I don't think so.
And look, all of the last thing I'll say is all of the rapping on the birthday Blizzard pack was dope. You know, like rapping over those beats was cool, especially the full circle moment of rapping over the beat. That there's a viral video of Cole rapping for the first time. That was all dope. The Eminem-ish vibes that I got from it were dope on there. But I will say, and this is going to segue to our final topic of the day, but I think it's a huge opportunity for J. Cole to just drop that lead single Sunday. Just fuck dropping it Monday when the press kind of starts their rollout for the week. Drop that bitch Sunday while Kendrick's up there getting all them awards. You drop that one record that talks that shit.
Somehow.
That talks that
He
shit.
just want to fight somehow.
This man wants some black on black violence.
Yeah, like that's crazy, right?
On the start of fucking
Black History Month. Yeah, I didn't think about
then
it.
descending from the sky is Macklemore to break it up.
This man.
Macklemore still need to
This
wake
man
up and
trying to see
apologize.
statistics happen in real
He
time.
need to apologize every day. It's like it ain't even his fault.
Spotlight shines. Macklemore dropping to the ground.
What
I'm gonna pop
What,
some
what,
tags, and he
what,
comes down.
what?
But
flapping
no,
his angel.
I think
What?
that a big moment for J. Cole. I've been very critical of this rollout for the example of Bad Bunny is performing at the Super Bowl the weekend that you're dropping your album. So there's gonna be a lot of Bad Bunny buzz.
Yeah.
And
be a lot of
you
Bad
want
Bunnies
your own
Right.
you want your own real estate.
Don't
So
blame the
and then
snow.
the week after is Bruno. So you're dropping at a very time when it's not conducive because there's a lot of blockbuster shit happening. So the perfect way is when all the music industry is gathered for this Grammy Awards night, you drop a record. Well, Kendrick did it years ago when he dropped Blacker the Berry on Grammy night. And then that kind of shook the industry up because everybody's doing their awards and shit. Then all of a sudden Kendrick drops this very controversial song and it got people talking. And it was like,
Be a nice
whoa,
birthday
this
gift.
is gonna be
dropped
whatever.
that shit right after the Grammys.
I think Cole would be very smart to Kendrick's up there getting them awards and getting that love and all that. Fuck that. Drop that record.
I think it's more.
He don't need that.
Kendrick.
Get
It's
that
more
eyes.
about
I'm
the
sick
press
of you,
and all
dog.
the assembled to make it a talking point.
Yeah,
Right.
he don't need.
That's what it is. It's not like a fuck Kendrick thing. It's
I don't
just
think
like,
he needs that.
Kendrick ain't getting all them awards.
It's gonna be clear.
Okay, we'll get to predictions.
Let's talk about
We'll get to
But
predictions. That's my
if
prediction.
he does drop though on my birthday, I mean that'd be a good birthday gift. But
Yeah.
it's my birthday and Grammys. But anyway,
Anyway,
I think
As also real quick, as we've been talking, Ye's performing in Mexico City right now, and he's going through all the classics. So I'm just getting notifications back.
there's a
back about
lot
them.
of things happening as we're recording.
But he's doing.
including Michigan beating Michigan State.
Shout out,
they
go
won?
blue, yes sir. Cadeau went crazy in the second half.
Just seeing this. Father Stretched My Hands, famous. All Falls Down, Through the Wire, Homecoming, Flashing Lights. He's hitting. He's hitting all the marks. That's
I
crazy.
think he does that though. Like
the baby version better. I'm playing. I don't
got a new song with
I don't
Ace
even
Hood.
want that clip.
Right.
I don't even want that clip.
Hey man, what if we get for sure next Kanye album? If you put one out, it'd be like the real old school Kanye, like Graduation.
Stop it. He ain't never going back to that, bro.
I mean, I don't
He too
really.
schizo
Yeah, he
for it
kind
now.
of ruined
Yeah.
it already.
It's over,
but-
What are you talking
Like-
about after he apologized and shit for it?
He's
Nah,
on
that's a
night-
different-
He ain't
that's
going back
not
that
crazy
far,
now.
though.
He's
Like,
on nitrous,
that's
bro. He's
Kanye.
cooked.
That's not
Yeah,
Ye.
bro.
That was Kanye West. That was not Ye. Those are
Right,
two different
right.
different
people.
person.
It's over on that.
No, but Grammy night though. Grammy night though. Final predictions. This is going to happen this weekend, a couple days from now. So, does anybody have any kind of final predictions of, again, I think a lot of the conversation is going to be how many awards is Kendrick Lamar and the Clips going to win in terms of our sphere, in terms of rap. Leon Thomas in the R&B space is probably gonna do pretty well. So does anybody have kind of any takes? Like, is this a year that Clips or Kendrick get album of the year? Because that's only a rap album has only won album of the year 2 times.
Yeah.
Outkast and Lauryn Hill. Is this the time that it happens? Is this the 3rd time?
Yeah, that Clips album kind of hard to beat, bro. I don't know who else in the category, but
So
that Clips album is such a
for
complete
rap
piece of
album.
work.
I think it's a.
Pull up the album of the year.
So here's
Cheapest
real
one.
quick. Now here's where I think we're the biggest competition, but I'm gonna read the contestants first. Debe Tarmas Photos, Bad Bunny. Swag, Justin Bieber. that
bullshit Justin Bieber
My brain
album is
was
I didn't
like-
know what the fuck he just said.
My brain was like,
I heard a photo. I'm like,
okay. Bad Buddy. All right, cool.
Swag, Justin Bieber. Man's Best Friend, Sabrina Carpenter. Let God Sort 'Em Out, Clips, Pusha T, Malice. Mayhem, Lady Gaga. GNX, Kendrick Lamar. Mutt, Leon Thomas. And Chromacopia, Tyler the Creator. Here's the thing. I think that Bad Bunny has a good chance to upset.
Bad Bunny's going to win. It's a week before Super
With the
Bowl.
Super Bowl, yeah.
Yeah. You in a category with Gaga and Bad Bunny, it's over. It's done.
Yeah, for album
fuck
Album of the year is
you're-
done.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm
You're
going
not
to put this
being-
out
Sabrina
there.
Carpenter,
mind
like,
you,
I'm going to put this
don't
out
nobody-
there.
y'all
GNX
know how
is
this
winning.
ends.
Yeah, exactly.
I've
right.
seen this movie before.
It's over.
Yeah.
And nobody the Gaga. Look, I'm a fan of Lady Gaga. I think she's a fantastic
Gaga.
artist.
But what the
I-
fuck
but
does she know about
What the fuck
cameras?
does she know about cameras? But also, like, the album, I listened to the album that she came out with, but like, I didn't hear shit about it. Like, nobody talked about it.
It was not her best work. The problem,
That's
I
fine.
think, I don't think it's going to be Swag by Justin Bieber. I don't think this Sabrina Carpenter album was as good as her last one
Nope, it
in the
was
eyes
not.
of critics. The problem I have right now is the people who are going to vote for this category, I think are going to be split between two rap darlings in Tyler and Kendrick, and obviously the great weight and success of Let God Sort 'Em Out. I want it to be Let God Sort 'Em Out, and I really, in my heart, think that's going to win. But I also really can, if I'm being completely logical, I think it's Bad Bunny, because I don't think that the people who would vote rap in this category, we've never had 3 rap albums in the album of the year category.
That's actually impressive. I'm surprised
It's a great.
that it is.
and
Again,
I think that's going
hip-hop
to
is dead, apparently.
Yeah, and I think that's going to split a lot of the voting public who would naturally take this outside of just popularity. The fact that Bad Bunny's performing in the Super Bowl is going to cloud a lot of people who probably do not understand Let God Sort 'Em Out, or don't understand Chromacopia, or don't even stand the like true hometown buzz of GNX.
I hear all that. That is very logical. But GNX is winning rap album and album of the year.
And album of the year?
It's winning both. It's not gonna lose. It's not gonna lose rap album of the year and then win album of the year. You know what I mean?
rap album of the year.
Although
Now, rap album of the year, you
that
think
would be really. I mean, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
think.
nah.
I think that would be. I think in my mind that would be really weird if it lost rap album of the year but it won album of the year.
Okay,
So I feel like,
on that.
but I could be wrong.
But as far as rap album of the year, GNX, you think that beats Clips album outright?
I don't think it beats it on
Outright,
Yeah.
outright. I think it is.
voters.
I think it is.
True that. True that.
You think it's better than Eclipse?
I don't know.
I don't think he's saying that. I just
Hey.
know that there are different voters.
No,
Clips fits the whole. I've been saying this shit for like a year.
It's
They
such a
fit-
good project.
They fit
And
the whole stigma with the Academy or whatever you
Yes.
call them in Grammys, whatever the fuck. it
They
is.
did the groundwork. They
They-
did.
Yes, they did all the.
They did the
fit-
groundwork,
They fit
for
the
sure.
whole like proper way to like do shit.
It's
Yeah.
like Killer Mike winning.
Right.
Which is why they're
And then
gonna
getting arrested.
real shit.
Shit
Real
off
shit.
that album.
they're gonna get awards. I just don't think that. Okay, so maybe they get rap. I just truly think that Kendrick is winning album of the year with GNX. I truly think that.
That's crazy.
So
that is a
opinion-
bold
Next to that
assumption.
Clips album, I don't know, dog.
my
And I love
Between
GNX.
any of them, you think GNX
I
is
actually-
winning over Bad Bunny and Clips?
Let me tell you
I think
something.
that is what the voters.
I think-
I'm saying album of the year.
I'm gonna.
It's winning that.
I'm thinking right now that the
I think
rap
this is
album
the
of the
third
year
time.
winner will be different from the album of the year winner. I think that because it's a different voting
that
block.
would be weird, but maybe that's
I
that's
think,
true.
and
I
it's-
don't know.
We've seen it in
enough
other
about
categories
history.
and other genres of music before at the Grammys. I think Clips wins rap album, but I could see GNX or Bad Bunny winning album.
Okay, that would be my honestly that would be my happy medium.
But the
like
thing
that would
is
be
is that-
I think Clips. I agree with everything that everybody said. Like Clips, they are doing the Grammy groundwork that it takes to get this award. Everything that they've done has been tailor made for this in terms of the time they dropped, the rollout,
Yeah.
the performances,
Yep.
like they've done
it.
every circuit that the Grammys need you to do.
But is that enough though for Pusha and Malice? I don't know if that's enough.
I think it is. I think
For
it is
album of
because-
the year.
I will be surprised.
For album of the
Very
year, yeah,
surprised
that's
if
tough.
album
GNX
for
wins
album of the year. No,
Yeah,
album
yeah.
album of
But
the
for
year.
rap album,
Album of the year.
yeah, rap
yes.
album, I agree.
Album of the year. They're
rap
they're out
album of the
equation.
year. Okay.
Rap album, I
thought
agree.
we were talking about album of the year.
So my take is that my original take was that GNX is gonna win both because I think that it would be weird if it won album of the year but it didn't win in its own genre's category.
No,
Seen that happen.
But
We have seen that happen.
But okay, I'm not versed in that, so I didn't know. Seeing that, my ideal, like if I could pick what would happen, I would want, because I always love rap, so I always want rap to win. So I would have GNX win album of the year, and then I would have Clips win rap album of the year, because that would be great for me. Because then both of the two albums that I'm champion would.
What about the other way
I
around?
want to get your take, bro.
That's like when. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How can that win that album of the year over Clips if they won rap album of the year?
I agree, which is why I started my statement with saying that Kendrick was going to win both.
So Jay, real quick.
But I agree with that philosophy. I just said in my heart of hearts, like I would like both those albums to get awards, so that's how that would happen.
We have seen this before because in the Grammys, they tend to focus more on people within the genre of the culture or in the culture of the genre for the specifics, but it's a wider swath of people that are not necessarily voting. So the people who are voting for rap album of the year, only maybe one or two of them are going to vote for album of the year. So what happens, we have seen this before in pop music and in R&B and a couple other things where the person who wins the best album in the genre actually loses to another album in the same genre in album of the year, because album's supposed to be more of in the criteria that they use, and I can pull up the specific wording.
I think that's backwards. I think that's
But
backwards.
it is wild.
But I
it's-
get it.
But
I
because
get what you're saying.
the criteria for them are different. Because for each genre, it is what encapsulates the mood and the tenor of that genre the best, versus for album of the year, what is the technical best collection of songwriting. Like there's a bigger thing. That's why the reason why, for instance, there's a song of the year and a record of the year, which are two different things, which two different songs are same songs that could be in both, will have two different winners.
That's like me making all first team at the 3, but the dude under me wins the MVP.
It's like you
do on second.
it's a little crazy.
It's like
I agree with that, Jalen. I think
it's
that's
like you being an
backwards.
All-Pro but not invited to the All-Star game or the Pro Bowl.
So I agree with that, Jalen. That's why my original prediction was that Kendrick wins both. Is because I think Kendrick has a real shot at winning album of the year. And so if he's gonna win album of the year, then he's gonna win his genre.
I see it more
But
in his way though, because here's.
But I think what Bryce is saying is
I see it more in Bryce's way because it's almost like when somebody asks
not
me,
logical,
like,
but it's what works with the Grammys.
it's like
I'd
when
be
like
hard
you
to
how
got
they
a,
operate.
it's
I
like
don't
you got a
think
craving for
Kendrick
somebody.
wins in
Somebody's
either
craving
category,
something exactly,
personally.
and
I'm
they
a
be like,
Kendrick fan.
He's not going to win.
I don't GNX. It was. I love GNX. Don't get me wrong, but it did not resonate past 2 months of that album coming out. Like it.
I disagree.
That's a little strong.
Whacked out murals is still how I get up.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
That's a crazy alarm. That's a crazy alarm.
I'm not saying it
that-
didn't
somebody
resonate
whacked
past
out
2
that
months
mural.
though.
I'm not saying maybe two months. Maybe 2 months is harsh, and I'm not saying that I don't listen to it still. But I'm saying as far as the traction, Clips has held up more over time as far as the conversation goes.
Yeah.
Since so let's say when did Clips drop? Was that August, July?
Yeah, like right
Yeah,
after the
I think
summer.
July,
Like,
yeah.
It was like July.
Toward the end of the summer,
So
yeah.
it's 8 months, and that album has still at least been in the zeitgeist as far as people talking about it, where I don't think GNX necessarily stuck around that long. Now, Kendrick as a person has, but GNX, the album, the movie, the video game, stuck around for, I feel, less time than that.
GNX has also been out way longer, I believe.
Right,
So,
exactly. So it had even, but
yeah.
But again, point be, like as far as the amount of time that's been elapsed, all I'm saying is like, look, Clips. I think Clips has a much better shot in both categories because one, they're bringing back they're appealing to the people who actually give a fuck about the Grammys.
Yeah, big
it's
fact.
the older generation, older than all of us.
But
That's
the same older generation that did not nominate anything else by them for the record.
Yeah. And
Fair enough.
they're gonna look at the stat sheet, and GNX is gonna be presented as performed at the Super Bowl, all three number one records, stadium tour, first rapper ever to do stadium tour. Like
that's
those
why
are,
the Grammys bullshit. 'Cause
Right.
It ain't the music.
I'm not saying. I'm just speaking on the Grammy voters, and that's what they're going to look at. Is there is going to be a portion that's going to be obviously understanding and educating the culture, and that maybe they'll pick one way or another. Because I think it is a very good debate and conversation between those two albums. I see the case for both for sure, but at the same time, I think if I'm looking at it from an outside perspective, and how the Grammys traditionally vote, and what I'm seeing is that this is gonna be one of those things, man, where they're gonna go with this ain't my realm, but this seems like it did well. Pick that, and that's what it's gonna be. And then this rap album is gonna win album of the year because they're gonna be like, all right, we'll give them one. Yeah. That's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you, GNX is winning album of the year.
Okay.
I can see it. Real quick, I'm about to get ready to bounce. But
yeah,
I do appreciate y'all having me on. You know?
We out here. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I'm actually signing off before anybody else got any closing parts.
Well, I was just gonna ask.
First
about
person
song.
to wrap up the show before the producer.
Yeah, right. My bad.
No, you good.
I gotta get this car to the airport. I appreciate y'all. Though.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this again.
Shout out to KG.
I was just gonna say one other point. As in the official Grammys website, the rap category where they break it up by genre is the 5th genre down. My only question, that I don't want to spend like a ton of time on this because I know we're about to wrap it up anyway, but for rap song of the year, I just want to see if we go around. Like, I'm gonna read the list. Who should win, and who you think's gonna win.
Okay.
So best rap song: Anxiety, Doechii. The Birds Don't Sing, Clips. Sticky, Tyler. TGIF, Glorilla, and TV Off, Kendrick.
Oh, that's an awful category. I know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm picking the Smurf.
The
I'm
Smurf.
picking your boy to win that one. I'm picking.
I don't think he's top 2.
I don't like. I don't think none of those songs are like that. Like,
I don't think he's top 2.
I like Sticky though. That's my shit.
I think the and I have personal relation to the birds don't sing. I think that story told just like applied. So like I got a real
Because of its popularity.
So long ago,
But again, you look at best new artists. Some of these artists have been around for years.
But what I would champion though is TGIF.
I think Clips is gonna low key sweep this shit this year. That's my hot take. They've done
That's
like
what I think too.
What's the before I don't want to like I don't want to like make this like a big thing, but like they did the it's just like the perfect way to do an album. And I'm not saying Clips is ass, but like they weren't the greatest duo like when they were out.
Yeah.
But the way they just like always seemed to be relevant, they were not the greatest duo out when they were out. It was Outkast, bro.
Outkast was winding down more, so
Clips, I mean, they took.
Outcast won for what? Speaker Box?
Yeah, like Clips was was cool, but like they wasn't like always like the Pusha T was. Malice did his own thing. He did his own. He popped whatever.
He was preaching.
They popped back out, and it's like they didn't skip or miss a beat. Like it's just people just.
It's a legacy act that the Grammys love. I just don't know if enough of these Grammy voters are gonna be. Because
they're winning multiple. They're winning multiple.
They're coming away with
recording
something.
the album in France, doing the live performance at that one place.
Yeah,
the
Vatican. The first rap performance at the Vatican.
My point. So they're literally showing you they're fitting all the
Grammy
proper way to do shit instead of just being like a typical like. If we being technical, like J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick could have won this shit every year. But
I agree.
But that's why
they didn't have a Clips rollout.
But that's why I'm thinking it's Bad Bunny.
I agree. I think that that's why I think that the Clips are going to win multiple categories. Like if you ask me who won more Grammys, Kendrick or the Clips, I'd say it's going to split even.
I'm okay with that.
I think they're each getting 2 to 3 Grammys. I don't remember how many categories. I think they're nominated for like 5 or 6 categories. Both.
Yes. They
But
both have songs in Song of the Year, Record of the Year, which I know I brought it up before, but just so you guys know out there, Record of the Year highlights the technical side of it. So it's the production, it's the songwriting, it's the engineering, all of that. Song of the Year is more so specifically for the performance and the songwriting. They both have songs in both. They both have rap song. They both have rap album. They both have, obviously, album of the year.
I'm excited, man. It's gonna be a good time.
I'm excited to see Bieber.
You excited? Yeah, you excited for your birthday week?
Bieber.
Oh yeah, and Tyler's performing. Tyler's performing.
Tyler is just recently announced will be performing at the Grammys.
Now, and if we're being honest, is like out of all the albums, which is my favorite? It's Chromacopia, but I don't expect it to win over
It's not.
either
I mean,
GNX.
I will say this: I love both. I do like both. I love all of them. There, I will say of the 3 rap albums, GNX probably has the most plays for me, but like God Sort 'Em Out is probably my like technical favorite. Okay. That being said, I know that we all don't listen like that. This is a rap cave, not Rap Cave ya España. However, the Bad Bunny album as a cohesive album was good. Was very, very fucking good. And I know we don't.
I haven't listened to it.
That's why I think it has a good shot because of everything else. You talk about rollout. There's no bigger rollout because you think about last year, Kendrick, before he went to the Super Bowl, swept the Grammys. Bad Bunny is going to get a lot of the international, especially when you talk about the voters and everything too. Right now, with everything going on, and they also like to make a statement. Everything that's going on, and I know we aren't getting political, but everything that's going on right now in this country, what better way for the Grammys to stick out and get more buzz than to give Bad Bunny, an artist which, for the record, when he got announced as a Super Bowl like performer, people were like, why didn't we get an American, forgetting that Puerto Rico is part of this country.
Yeah. And also everything that's going on in this country.
Everything that's going on right now.
My funniest.
This is the
moment. That was so funny on social media as everyone's complaining about it. It's like,
yeah.
He shouldn't be able to come here. He should have to have a passport to come here.
U.S. soil, guys.
Yeah. Exactly. So again, that's why while I would love to see the clips up there for that, I would love to see Kendrick for an album, which was you saw my rankings, that it's one of my favorite albums because it's so much fun. It's so I love West Coast hip hop and it's so authentic to it. But I do honestly believe that it would not shock me I believe it obviously, but it would not shock me at all that Bad Bunny comes away with this because of his moment and the way that he's doing everything. You talk about rollouts, he got the rollout.
Yeah, I think he's got a great
also
runway.
The highest streamed album of all of them on Spotify.
Listen, I believe that Bad Bunny does fucking numbers.
When you do it globally, highest streamed artist on Spotify.
We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see, because that could go one of 2 ways. There could be that we're gonna push this because this is anti-America. At the same time, they could push it as we are pro-America, and then they're gonna pick an American album. And so there's a lot of politics with the Grammys. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, but I'm excited, boys, because in the next 7 days we are getting a lot of things happen. We are getting the Grammy fireworks. We are getting the J. Cole double disc album that we may have some live reactions to. So stay tuned here on the Rap Cave podcast for that. What's that?
I really hope Drake or Kendrick pop up on the album. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see one of them have to go in there. I think Drake has like the better chance.
I think if it's one, we got to get both, even if they're separate songs.
So I heard the rumor. I heard the rumor before we get out of here. I did hear the rumor from Maul. It was kind of crazy, because I didn't know this, but Maul is stating it as fact, and he's been a consistent Drake mouthpiece, no pause, for Maul. But he has said that when it comes to Drake, that J. Cole allegedly, so we all know that J. Cole, when like that happened, called Kendrick, or maybe he didn't call Kendrick. They got on the phone, those two. And Maul's version coming from Drake, that J. Cole, after that conversation, has never said a word to Drake. That's very wild and interesting. all the things that are going on in that whole clique of those three.
Sometimes shit don't gotta be said for real.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I also say stay tuned.
That's
'cause
interesting.
I think that wherever they are right now will be answered on the album.
Yeah, and then the other guy popped
is
out.
Cole gonna be the one to answer?
Yeah, I think that wherever it's going, I think
Cole is gonna be the one to answer.
we're gonna know enough about Cole's mentality.
He's the one that only cares about these. He's the one that wants everybody to get along, so
just
he's
think
gonna be the one to say
Cole's
something.
This is his last. After this album, we're not gonna hear shit about the beef from Cole probably ever again.
Yeah,
True.
If anything.
When that onion ring, is you picking up?
That one guy though, we still got it from him. But everybody, as far as Kendrick and Cole, I think Kendrick's done for a minute. Truthfully,
yeah. Kendrick's gone.
He back in the house.
Cole's gonna be gone soon. There's only one person left, and once that is set in stone, then if they want to come
And I
back
think
out
Drake
and
is
say some
coming
shit,
back.
but once Drake says the shit, I don't want to hear shit about the beef once Drake drops. After he drops, I don't.
I agree with that.
No, I
think we move on.
That's why.
We
That's why I
have to.
think that. That's why I think Kendrick is
As
chilling
fans,
because I don't think Kendrick is gonna come back and be like, "Y'all dropped these sorry ass albums. I'm still better than all
I don't
you."
want to hear
Like,
10 more. I mean, they were great tracks, but I don't want to hear 10 or 12 diss tracks about the same shit. Like,
Yeah.
No, we don't all moved on.
nah,
Hip hop got petty for a minute.
It did.
yeah.
But you know who's never gonna be petty?
For a minute.
We never gonna be petty against you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Shout out to Rap Kid Podcast. Thank you all for tuning in.
Yes, sir.
Bryce flying in from somewhere nice. Shout out special guest KG that was in the building. Appreciate him for dropping through. Shout out Woodward Sports. Got my man Zay right here. Got my man Primetime Jay Leno.
The birthday boy himself.
Birthday boy
Birthday.
right there.
It's your birthday.
On the ones and twos, we got Big AP and CB Cowboy Brian. Shout out to you for popping on.
I replaced my partner over here.
Yeah, there's been a lot. There's been a lot of
Light
moving
skin change
chairs.
is
There's been
easy.
Some musical. Yeah. I couldn't say it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let us know what are your final predictions for the off-season Grammys. Who's gonna win? What did you think of the Don Tolliver album? And what should Jalen be drinking for his birthday? Let us know in the comments below. We'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
Peace.